Okay, let's begin. So let's see what's going on. This is Doom 2. And this is stuff that we used to play back when I used to be young. And it was pretty interesting. So these are basically the OG games, right? That really led to the 3D revolution and all that kind of stuff. So they've been re-released or something, and let me see which was the latest one. 21st. I played this on the 21st. No, I played oh, I didn't save my game, damn it. I had completed this level and now I shall have to play it all over again, but anyway, it'll give me a chance to explain to you what goes on. See, the problem here is the game is fine, but it's just like, it's not the enemies that are a problem, but there's all this maze kind of stuff. You have to kind of look everywhere, figure out where you're going and find your way, and I find that really irritating. I've always found it really irritating, but this was a game that I used to play back when I was at NDTV. So at NDTV there was a basement office in W17, which was the admin and transport office or something, and there was one PC kept there. And my friend Satyan, who was a colleague at NDTV, and we used to go there and like for hours we would play this game. And one of the main things about this game was, of course, it was a 3D game inside a 2D universe of the, you know, the screen, and it was the first time that somebody had made a 3D game like this, I think, or thereabouts. And it was so fantastic that, you know, somebody could do that. But see, I'm kind of wandering around. I've kind of done everything, but now I have to find my way. I've killed everybody, but I have to find my way to the exit, and it's really a pain. Really, honestly, it's a very big pain. And I've completely forgotten, because I'd done this level, so now I've completely forgotten where I was. And this is just a labyrinth. I think that's what it's called. It just goes on and on and on. It's very painful. So you have to find out where the exit is and then kind of get the exit. So I have all 3 keys now. So I have to open some blue door and some yellow door. This is the blue door. So I've been here already. See, there are dead enemies. Yeah, been here also. This is some sludge. I'm back here. So anyway, the point being that I think I know where I have to go now. Anyway, the point being that it was so much fun to play these games, because yeah, see, new enemy. So clearly I've come into some place which I haven't been there before. So the thing was that these games were so amazing because it was like this 3-dimensional world inside a 2D screen for the first time. Then you had a gun and you were wandering in these dungeons and these walls, and these monsters would come out from here and there and all that kind of stuff. So, and this was back, I'm talking like 96, 95, something like that. We used to play this game in 98, I think. I joined NDTV in 97 Feb. So around there, like maybe 97. And this game would have been released before that. This was Doom 2. Doom 1 was even earlier. I haven't played that one. And now ID Software has released these 2 games, and you can play it on your PC. Otherwise you had to use a simulator or something like that to play it. But now you can play it on the PC for $800, something like that. So just for nostalgia's sake, because otherwise there are so many fantastic games. I've just been playing Elden Ring recently and Wukong and all that, and it's next level. Like they're so amazing. But there's something nostalgic about this and fairly simple. In fact, you can't even point downwards or upwards here. So it's just like, you know, shooting is quite easy relatively, because you don't have to kind of point up or down. It's just left or right. So you just have to get them in the right plane. See, here's this gentleman. Oh, this is a big monster. He takes 3 shots to die. Those guys are pretty cool, huh? Okay, I have to press this. So I press, oh, they've come out now. Oh, that dark thing, by the way, was some invisibility thing. So as you can see, the enemies are not much of a problem, but I'm playing at a level, you can choose your level. So I'm like, please don't hurt me type of level, because I want to do a kind of a walkthrough. So this is the exit, I think. So this is the exit, and I finished this level. So I had finished it last time also when I was playing this game. And so this is really the game. So game's not that interesting. I mean, it is interesting. I mean, it's just, what I'm saying is that it's not about the game. This is really about, reliving what used to be like, oh my God, 30 years ago. So playing this game 30 years ago, you can imagine how exciting that would have been. Even the internet was like very, very nascent. There were dial-up modems and things like that. They were out of reach for most people. I think because of Office, we had email. And so having an email address was a really great thing. I remember I took a lecture somewhere, like a visiting lecture or something like that, because some, family friend was a professor in some media school or something like that. So I went there just as a kind of a pro bono kind of thing. I just did a lecture, and I remember the students there, and this would have been 99 or 2000 or something like that. They didn't have email addresses. So you can imagine in that time to have like 3D games and stuff like that. I've always been a gamer. I've loved gaming. I had access to a Sinclair ZX Spectrum Plus, and like any self-respecting young man, I didn't learn coding on it. I just played games. And you used to get these audio tapes on which games were loaded, but that's a story for another day. So this is really what the game is, that I'm going to be doing a few gameplays now to kind of get you acquainted and, tell you about the story. There's this base, and there's this guy, and there's monsters and stuff like that. But it's surprisingly entertaining still. It still holds up after 30 years. Maybe that's just because it's nostalgia for me, but I think there's more to it also. So anyway, see you in a little bit. If you like this kind of stuff, come back to the channel and check out other stuff that I'm going to be posting here. Thanks. Okay, bye.